welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today I'm going to be doing my 90s project pan check-in. I believe Raven and I both did not do our check-in for December, if I'm remembering correctly. So there are some things that have kind of changed and I've used a little bit more of since then, but also in that same kind of vein, I did not use these at all in December. So most of my use is from November. I did not use these at all in December. My panning and my makeup game kind of slowed down. If you guys don't know, I ended up with a kidney stone and then a kidney infection and dehydration in December. It was kind of a rough couple of weeks for me, and then some things have kind of happened also on top of it that have just kind of thrown me for a loop, and I'm just trying to kind of catch up and really catch my breath and try and figure out what's going to happen for me in 2019. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to do. So please forgive me that these are not amazingly done or anything like that. This is a 9-month project pan, so it is going to, I believe, end in May, if I remember correctly. It might be sooner than that. I will have my project pan video list in the cards. I never know which side it's on, so I apologize. I will learn. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of jump in and show you where I'm at. The first product we're gonna talk about is the loose pigment I picked, and to me this is one of the dumbest things I could have picked to try and pan, because I have not been reaching for my loose pigments, and that is my own failure because I have some amazing loose pigments. And I think I'm gonna try and get back into using those. We will see what happens. This is from Scaredy Cat Cosmetics. It is the Kid You Not pigment. It is the bright red. And I just really have not reached for it. I think in my entire project pan for this, I've used this 3 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it sitting and staring at me, and hopefully I will use it. It's gonna sit right here on my table that is in front of me. Cross your fingers that I actually use this sucker. Then we have my Colored Rain Smoke Show palette. I have used the black. This thing is a mess. I apologize. Ugh. I need to like wipe it down. It's the black shade. I have used this a couple more times in November. I used it for a smoky eye that I did, just because I want to kind of further that pan. I want to see how much of that shadow I can use up before the end of this project pan. Now let's get into the single shadows I have here. So I'm going to show you this one first because it's the one that scares me the most every time I pick it up because it is so loosely pressed. This is from Sparrow Cosmetics. It is the September Sapphire shade. It's a mess. You guys, I have to be honest, I've dropped this palette, and so this one kind of crumbled, but it stayed in its pan, so I repressed it carefully. So there has been some use of this, but not enough to actually hit pan, and I kind of feel like I'm going to hit pan soon on this just because of the nature of the eyeshadow. Then we have this one, which is from Enchanted Luster Cosmetics. This is one of their kind of duochrome shades, and I have hit pan on this. I believe this was in the November update, but if it was not, I have hit pan on this. I like to use this as an inner corner and brow bone highlight for like pink and red looks. I think it looks beautiful for that. I also will use it as kind of a topper shade for pinks and reds, just because it looks beautiful over the top. But you can also use it for blues and purples too, because it's just, it shifts from like pinky purpley, and I love it. Then we have my Coastal Scents Bright Yellow. I have backed off of using this a bit, and I don't know, I'm kind of getting like this like fear that I'm going to hit pan soon because there is a dip in this pan, but I'm going to try and use it some more. I think for my 31 Days of Eyeshadow palettes that this is going to be kind of one of the palettes that I play with, because I do need to kind of play with these shadows a bit more, and they are in a palette, so technically it's an eyeshadow palette. Then we have this shade, which I think I'm just gonna pull out of this project pan. I never use it. I don't like the consistency it is. It's changed. And it also has a strange smell to it now. So I actually think that I'm going to be getting rid of this because I don't want to put anything that smells weird on my eyes. I don't want to put anything that's changed consistency on my eyes. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be getting rid of this month. Then we have this highlight here. I have quite the dip in it, but that's because it is a very kind of loosely pressed highlight. I don't know if you guys can see the dip in it. It's right in the center. And I'm probably going to hit pan on that soon. But every time I've dipped into this, because it is so loosely pressed, it is super, super powdery. And I always get way too much on my brush. It does not matter what brush I use, I get way too much. Then we have this shade, which is also from Sparrow Cosmetics. It's the Garnet shade for January. There is quite the dip in this shadow, and I'm probably going to hit pan very, very soon on this one. I like to use this in conjunction with the Modern Renaissance as well as with the Norvina palette. I think it is a beautiful shadow, and it's just kind of really fun to play around with, and I like to actually put this in my crease even though it is slightly shimmery. The final shade, which has a dip in it, is from the shade Beauty. This is Nautical. This, I think, is one of my favorite blues in my collection, but it is also one I forget about. I need to use more of my single shadows. Like, that is going to be the theme of 2019, is Danielle needs to use more of her stuff. She needs to figure out what's working, what's not working, getting rid of things, keeping things, all of that. So that is really kind of the focus of 2019 for me. But this is a very beautiful blue, and I do have quite the dip in it. I like to pair it with the other blue that I have in here, as well as the yellow, and kind of make this very shimmery green, just because it's very pretty. And it blends out like a dream. So that is my January update for my 90s project pan. I will have Raven's channel as well as her video linked down below. I don't know if she's going to be posting this on the same day, but I am very curious to see how her project pan is going with this. I am hoping to really get some use out of these before the finale and things like that. I want to hit pan on some of these. I want to use some of these. I think there's a couple, especially the Enchanted Luster Cosmetics, I think I could use the majority of it up just because it's one that I really like to play with and use. It's just a pretty shade. So again, I will have her channel and her video linked down below. Please go check out her channel. She is amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that you have a great day. If you could, please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. It does mean so much to me when you guys participate in the comments and I get to chat with you guys. I love talking to my subscribers. Thank you guys again, and bye!